Broadcasting. Live. From the chicken wing capital of the world, Buffalo, New York. You're listening to the Marketing Above All podcast. Your source for all things, marketing and total world domination. This is Marketing Above All, and this is your host, Michael Tasner.
20 episodes in. I'm loving this. Every episode I love more and more. Greatly appreciate the feedback, the likes, the shares, the comments. Keep them coming. That'll just continue to motivate me to deliver more and more value to you. Today's topic is this. Where is the attention? For local businesses, unless you, again, offer something that is beyond unique or you're first to market, there's competition. There's lots of daycares and preschools and taekwondo centers and funeral homes and churches and landscapers and nail salons and malls and restaurants. I mean, there's lots of competition. Now, you may not say, well, I'm going toe-to-toe or head-to-head with this type of business, or they're different in this way. There's going to be competition. But where you can really start to shine is to outmarket the competition. And by doing that, I want you to really start paying attention over the next couple of weeks of where your prospects and customers go, hang out, what they're talking about, etc. So let's talk this through. I like to, again, try and pick a different niche every episode. So let me think about a niche here for a second. Let's say you are offering meal prep so that people can come in and they can pick up food on a daily basis, weekly basis, healthy stuff, for example. And maybe some healthy, some non-healthy, whatever path you'd like to consider. So that's your service. And you're obviously servicing just the local demographic. That you're not a nationwide brand, you're servicing your local geographic territory. So there's probably not an insane amount of competition for that, but there might be a few different places. But your competition is more the places online. As people are coming in to your location or ordering from the website, what I'm looking for you to do is to start to have some dialogue. And you can do it in a casual way, but I want you to really start figuring out more about the personas of your business. What and who are the type of people, not necessarily what, I mean, they're humans, but who are the type of people? But in particular, for this episode, I want you to start to nail down where are they putting their attention? Where is their focus? So, are they going to the gym? Okay, let's say yes. Where? What are the names of the gym? How often are they going? Are they going to church on a weekly basis? What are the churches they're going to? Now, you can't just come out and ask someone, curious, are you going to church this Sunday? And if so, where? We'll talk about how you can start to get this information. But I need you to start thinking about the people that are coming in, the people that are considering doing business with you. Where is their attention? Because marketing is now a game of attention. So where I'll tell you their attention is it's not driving around on the road and looking at huge billboard signs. Their attention isn't there. Their attention is then they're listening to a podcast, they're listening to Sirius XM, for example, to eliminate commercials. They're watching Netflix on their phone while they're driving. They're texting while they're driving. That is where their attention is. But you need to start observing kind of human behavior, and in particular, as much of your prospects and customers as you can. And you can do that through different surveys. You can do that by leveraging tools like Facebook Insights. And Facebook Insights will tell you a ton of free information about your customers and your prospects, or the people that are on your Facebook page. You can load up email addresses and phone numbers and have that tell you demographic information. Well, they're liking these pages, and 37% of them are into Desperate Housewives, or whatever the heck it is, the TV show. Not to say they are a desperate housewife. But it'll start to give you that information as to where their attention is going. And when you start to nail down where their attention is going, you can then start to pivot your marketing dollars towards that attention. If you haven't noticed, the last couple of years, where the attention is going has shifted drastically. The attention has shifted to their mobile device, their tablets. It shifted from solely being written content to obviously a lot more with voice and devices like Amazon Alexa, for example, and Google Home. But if you simply take a step back and observe, look at the people that are coming to your store and what they're doing. They're walking around your store with an iPhone or an Android, for example, and they're either price comparison shopping, but they're comparing prices, they're texting with friends, maybe they're listening to YouTube videos. You need to start observing this so that you can kind of retrain your brain. And the reason that I'm saying this, and this is my tough love, I haven't had a lot of tough love episodes in a while. Local businesses are still conditioned to continue to do the same thing over and over and over when it comes to marketing. I need you to see where that attention is going and start to pivot your advertising and your marketing dollars towards the attention. Let's say you're a much bigger local business and you might even sponsor a local professional team. But those sponsorships can be $50,000, $100,000, $200,000, even millions. Do you think that attention of having, let's say you're sponsoring a professional hockey team, having your logo on the hockey arena and people seeing that logo, is that actually where their attention is? They're watching the hockey game, they're on their iPhone at the exact same time. It may not be the best use of your dollars. But if you start to know where their attention is, and you might say, well, Michael, there's 50,000 people that are in there 100 times a year. But what is that piece going to drive you? Having the logo just being there. You need to be building that relationship and connecting to them where their attention is. What are the local groups? Where are they hanging out? What websites are they visiting online? Do they belong to the Chamber of Commerce? Again, what gyms do they belong to? How often are they going? What radio stations are they listening to? You need to start to gather this marketing intelligence, and you do it by simply observing and starting to ask some different questions. And you do it in a non-salesy way. You can do it through surveys, and then maybe you offer a fun prize for people that are filling out the surveys. You leverage tools, again, like Facebook Insights. But today's action item is that I really want you to retrain your brain to really look at the attention game of where's that attention. Because I need to challenge a lot of you. Because some of you have written in, well, Michael, I've got 15 billboards all over town. Are you saying to stop doing that? Well, I'm saying that it's probably not the best use of your time and money. But before you take down 15 billboards, study where the attention is. If the attention is sitting at a stoplight, because the light's a 5-minute on an average light and it's a heavily trafficked area, your billboard has that clear call to action. If you remember the previous episode of what do you want them to do first, it may actually be a great use of your marketing dollars. But if you start to study the attention and everyone at the light is looking down to their mobile device, the the attention sure as heck isn't on your billboard. And that's obviously, you can tell by my tonality that I'm not a huge lover of billboards. But again, today's action is start to study where the attention is going. Because when I put out new ideas to you, like, hey, you should consider TikTok as a platform, or augmented reality, or artificial intelligence, or different things like that, I need you to have the understanding as to why I'm making those recommendations, and that is because if the attention is moving to certain platforms or mediums, that is where you need to pivot your resources. Can't wait to see you back here tomorrow. Good afternoon, good morning, and good night. See ya.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Marketing Above All. Now get out there, make a change, and take some action. And hey, don't forget to leave a 5-star review and tell all your friends this is the greatest marketing podcast ever. 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 We look forward to seeing you here tomorrow.